friends, and welcome to a new Beauty and the Boutique video with me, Katie, professional makeup artist, stylist and founder of online store beautyandtheboutique.com. And today I'm going to share with you all my tips and tricks as to how to pose in a photo. Now, if someone had told me years ago I'd be making this video, I would have never have believed them. And that is because, believe it or not, I really don't like being on camera and having my photos taken. However, when I started Beauty in the Boutique back in the day, I didn't have any budget for anyone other than myself. So I had to take pictures of myself and learn how to pose in photos. So through everything I've learned over the years, I've condensed this learning, and today I'm going to share this learning with you so that when someone asks you for a photo next time, you will have the confidence and the knowledge and the tips to give you a little bit more pizzazz in front of the camera. I hope it helps. Let's get started. This tip is a really good one, and it's so easy. And it's simply try different angles with your face. So when someone comes to you with their camera to take a picture, rather than going like face on like that, just think to yourself, what about moving your head slightly to the side or to the corner and then looking back to the front? And this just helps play up the angles and your features of your face. What I like to do is just have a little practice with doing selfies or in the mirror to find out kind of my best side. You'll see on screen now the difference that this tip can make. I don't know about you, but full length photos kind of give me sweaty palms, but this tip I'm going to share with you will help give you the confidence and the knowledge that you've positioned your silhouette in the best possible way for the camera. Simply, you're going to start by placing your hand on your waist, not your hip, but your waist. When your hand is resting comfortably on your waist, make sure your fingers are looking fairly pretty. So it can be quite hard sometimes, because when you do it, first of all, I'm going to stand up and show you to camera, you can almost grab yourself here, but you need to make sure that you just relax your hand a little. This will help just keep your hands looking delicate. Then you're going to place your feet away from the camera, so slightly 3/4 of the way. Then you're going to twist your torso round and look to camera, and you'll see on screen now the before and after that this tip makes. If you want to practice, then simply try this technique in a mirror first. This next technique I'm going to share with you, I've had to learn from trial and error of having my photo taken for the website, because so often in the early days I'd have my photo taken and I'd kind of move back from the camera like this, and my head would go down and my chin would go into my neck, and it just wouldn't look as flattering as what it could do. So I learned that just want to warn you, this feels weird but it looks good. I had to learn by elongating my neck upwards, kind of pushing my forehead forward and my chin down. It gave much more structure to the jawline and the kind of overall shape and look of my face. Take a look on screen now of this tip in action, the before and the after. Selfies. Oh my gosh, don't you just, I want to say dread them, but we kind of inflict them on ourselves, don't we? Now, I've taken selfies when I want to see what a lipstick colour looks like on me, a hairstyle, a hair colour. Sometimes for my Instagram I'll put on selfies so people can see a makeup look, and literally it takes me probably about 50 selfies to get one that I actually think looks half decent. It's so easy, isn't it? We grab the phone, we kind of look down, and again our chin goes into our neck, we're looking down, and it just doesn't do the best for our bone structure. However, if you do this, Lift the phone slightly just in line with your forehead. Look up and tilt your chin slightly downwards, and then tilt the phone downwards. This will help you just show off the best angles of your face. Like with all of this, have a little experiment, take some selfies, see how it looks until you find the best phone angle for you. On screen now, you're going to see the difference that this technique makes to your selfies. Here's the before and here's the after. Thankfully, we live in the age of digital cameras. Although I do miss film cameras because I used to love the excitement of waiting for the holiday snaps to be developed. However, it does mean that someone takes a photo of me and we're like, oh, Lissy, and how many times has this happened to you that you see your photo and your eyes are kind of like half closed? Everyone else in the photo looks great, but you're there with your eyes half closed. This tip is going to help solve that issue. So before that camera goes, just blink, just to give your eyes a little bit of lubrication, and that will help you feeling the urge of like, oh my gosh, I'm going to need to quickly blink. So just blink and then open, ready for the camera. You'll see on screen now the difference that this tip can make. Don't you just love when the camera person says, say cheese, and everyone's like, granted, this gives everyone a really, really happy smile. If you want your smile to look happy, yet a little bit more natural, try just gently loosening your jaw. So as you smile, loosen here, and your jawline will drop, and it just gives a slightly more natural look to your smile. On screen now, you're going to see the difference that this tip makes to the before and the after. If you're someone that perhaps doesn't like to open their mouth when they smile, try looking at the camera and pretending that camera is your best friend, or your husband, or your boyfriend, or your partner, whoever it may be, and look with a really loving smile through your eyes. And that will just enhance the kind of overall feeling of your smile and what you want to exude in your photos. This next tip is really so simple but makes a huge difference to the outcome of your photo, and it's quite simply to face the direction of the light. So have your person who's taking your photo have their back towards the light, so you are facing the light. If you're in artificial light, then find out where the direction of that light, the main source of that light, is coming from, and have the camera person stand just by that light with their back kind of towards it, and you face the direction of that light, and it will make such a difference. You'll see on screen now the difference that this tip makes with the before and after. This next tip I'm going to share with you is something that I love to use in most of my photos, and that is to give my face some luminosity, but not in such a way that my face looks overly kind of glittery or sheeny or shiny, but that the high points of my cheekbones have a delicate sheen on them that perhaps in most lights doesn't show too well, but as soon as a light source hits the high points of my cheeks, light bounces off and it enhances my cheekbones. So to do that, I like to use this Daniel Sandler Radiant Sheen Powder. And this is so pretty because it doesn't look overly obvious, and it's great for all ages. And all you do is you take a brush, swirl it in, tap off any excess, then on your cheeks you're going to simply swirl and then move the brush up towards the top of your ear, and as you swirl and lift, you're going to notice a really pretty sheen. I love this effect in a photo because it really helps bring the bone structure to life, and it also makes your skin look really luminous and youthful in a photo. I also like to use this palette down the centre of my nose. I'll dip my little kind of ring finger and just apply around my cupid's bow area. And I also like to dab on my eyelids. Now you don't have to do this for every look that you do, but it's just good to know that this palette is so versatile that you can use it on your cheeks, your cupid's bow, and your eyes. If you want to find out all the ways I love to use this and how it could look on you, then simply click the link below. Friends, these are all my tips, but before I go, I want to leave you with one final tip that if you forget nothing else, remember this one. It's to think happy thoughts when you look at the camera. Imagine that camera is your best friend. Smile and think happy thoughts and you'll always look radiant. I hope these tricks are really going to help you with your confidence. And don't forget, sometimes some of the techniques I've shown you in this video are going to feel a little bit weird, but stick with it because I think you're really going to enjoy the results. Thank you so much for watching and I shall see you soon in another video. Bye! So I was like, oh, smile!
So show us again, Kate, what it is we have to do.